Hey friends, okay, so we're doing something a little unusual today. I have managed to get a hold of like a super expensive piece of beef, like one of the most expensive cuts of steak in the whole world. And I am going to turn that into the most luxurious sandwich I have ever made or seen. I think, hopefully, if it works out all right. Oh. So what I thought I'd do is I've put together a tray of some of the most expensive ingredients that you can get a hold of, and this is what we have here. I have our A5 Wagyu Miyazaki steak Scotch fillet from Japan. This is pretty much like the most expensive beef you can get in the entire world. $245. I mean, you know, I've never even cooked this piece of steak before, so I'm very nervous about it. I mean, I think that if I stuff it up, I might cry a little bit. Dax, if I overcook this beef, will you also cry?
I will cry.
Great. I don't want to make Dax cry, so I gotta try not to stuff that one up. Okay, so the other thing I have here is, if your food comes in its own little bag, carry case, I think you can safely say that it's expensive. So this is our beluga caviar. Okay, so this little guy, 30 grams, $210. So that is, yes, definitely expensive. And then some other things that I have here, I have some boiled eggs and some chives. That's kind of in reference to caviar, like a caviar service that you would get in a fancy restaurant where you have the little spoons and the caviar and the egg and the chives, you know, that kind of situation going on. So we're gonna kind of, I think, go with like a mashup of caviar service, and I was thinking with the Wagyu that we would make like, you know, Wagyu katsu sandos that we've been seeing around the place. So that's why I've got my cabbage here, you know, one of the things you'd have with your Wagyu katsu. Okay, so all together then, I think we have a tray here. So if that's 250, 210, so now I'm doing maths again, which is always dangerous, 460. So we're looking at maybe like $470 right here on this tray. That's a bit scary. Oh my goodness, I hope that works out okay. Okay, so here we have our budget tray. Now, of course, if you're making something budget, you're always going to go with Spam because it is what it is. It's budget meat in a can. We have kimchi, we have some lettuce, some spring onions, some eggs, but I think these are the makings of a pretty good kimbap. So let's see, let's get onto it. What I need to do though is a plan. I need a plan. Because the kimbap is quite like, you know, there's folding, there's, you know, layers, there's all these things. So I need to map out in my head how this is going to work. Right, I think, so we'll start with doing like this square. So you start off with your seaweed or your nori sheet, and then that gets divided into quadrants. Other major element of a kimbap, so I'm going to put some sushi rice here in this first. And then from there, I really want to create a nice kind of layer for my caviar. This is all about construction. I don't want things to get lost or look messy. So I'm going to put a layer of seaweed on here before I put down my caviar. And then another seaweed on top of that, like a layer of caviar. I want to make sure I've got a nice square of that crumbed Wagyu. And then what I want to do, like a really cool pattern, kind of do this. And then this is egg white, egg yolk. And I'm going to make this like chives through here. All right, and then that is white and that is yolk. So this should give us a pretty cool pattern, I hope. Oh my God, I hope this is not a disaster. Beef is so expensive. Okay, so then we have cabbage. That's the plan. It's the plan, Dax.
Good.
Do you like the plan? I like the plan. Stick to the plan. Everything should be okay. Maybe. Okay, so I feel kind of a bit better about having a little bit of a plan now for my expensive kimbap. Now, so for my budget one, obviously, we need to start with our square of nori again. We need our quadrants. And really, I think this is about creating like a cool effect with the budget ingredients we have. So I have eggs, and I think sort of similar to that style of separating the eggs for the expensive kimbap, I think we could do something really cool with omelets where we have an egg white omelet and a yolk omelet. And that way we can get like a really cool, sort of like similar, I'll do the yolk here and the white here. And that means this is yolk and this is white. And then maybe we put these spring onions through here. Definitely need to have our rice again. Now what can I do? I think I'll do the same thing with the kimchi where I kind of put a layer of seaweed down, because again, this is all about like beautiful straight patterns. So I don't want that kimchi to kind of leach into the rice. Now I'm gonna put the kimchi on top of that and then another layer of the seaweed on top of that. So that should give us a nice clean sort of line of kimchi, if you like. Now, if I'm gonna cut, because you kind of cut the kimbap on an angle, so if I want the kimchi, it's all about cross sections here. Because I'm going to eventually fold everything up onto this square and then I'm going to cut diagonally. So I need to figure out like the pattern in my head. So I think, well, the Spam's kind of rectangular. So I think we're going to have to go with like 2 pieces of Spam like this. Yeah, let's crumb the Spam. Okay. Maybe we'll throw a bit of that tonkatsu sauce on that as well. So we've kind of got 2 sando things. Oh, it's all coming together in my head. I'm getting very excited now. So we've got 2 sort of like Japanese style katsu sandos going on, but with our seaweed in a Korean kimbap style. This is really a big mashup of things. Oh my goodness. Okay, and then we're left with that. We've still got our lettuce. So I think the lettuce needs to go here. Yes, look at that. So fun and artsy. I feel like we should practice on the budget ingredients first. Because, you know, if we mess up the Spam, I don't need to cry. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to prepare sort of like the filling ingredients first. We'll get to the folding a bit later on. So let's get our Spam out and let's get some crumbing things going. So, okay, standard crumbing here. We want panko breadcrumbs, I think. Okay, flour. Oh, look, someone left me a gold spoon. Well, the gold spoon's not gonna, you know, we're not cheating by using the gold spoon for the budget one. We're also gonna use this crumbing station for the expensive one. Okay, eggs. I have never crumbed and eaten crumbed Spam before. I feel like it's gonna be a good time though. Okay, so what is the trick for getting the Spam out in one piece? Oh no, here we go. That was a gross sound, wasn't it? Did you hear that, Dax? We put Spam in our Korean soup recently, Dax, and it was really delicious.
It was.
It was. I just, you know, it's not the most pleasant thing to handle. Slimy. Okay, I want to try and be very precise with my slicing here because, you know, I want to make a nice layer. I want a really sharp edge, so I'm going to slice here. Oh, that's a good piece. Okay, so because I'm going to be I'm crumbing both my Spam and my Wagyu. I think I should get the Wagyu out. We can just do it together. Oh my goodness, I'm even scared about touching this thing. It's so expensive. Okay, so this has come vacuum sealed. So I'm just going to open it up. Wow. Look at that. So that's called a marbling score. Okay, so a few fun facts about Wagyu, right? Grades of Wagyu go from A1 to A5, 1 being the lowest, A5 being the highest. So this is an A5. And then the beef marbling score, or the BMS, in order to be an A5, it has to be between 8 and 12. That's the marbling score, which is the kind of this fat score that you get through the meat. So 8 to 12, this one is a 12. So we are at the top of the tree when it comes to Wagyu today, my friends. I feel like there should be like some sort of music going on now. Like, like some little halo thing. I want a square of this. Maybe like, so I think that's gonna be, just put the Spam on top and map it out so it's the same. Is that weird? I don't know. Okay, I'm slicing the most expensive beef in the world. Here we go. Okay, don't worry. We're not going to waste any of these pieces. funnily enough, they kind of have a similar feeling. You know, Spam and Wagyu, more things in common than you think. Okay, so we have Spam and Wagyu. Regular crumbing situation here. We're gonna go in with our Wagyu into flour. Into the egg. Breadcrumb. Wagyu done. Now, Spam. All right, so we have our crumbed Wagyu and our crumb Spam. Okay, I'm gonna get these guys in the fridge so they set a little bit, and then we're gonna do a bit more of our other ingredients. What are we doing, Mum? Do you know?
What's that? Salad?
No.
Noodles.
Where are the noodles? There are no noodles there. Sushi sandwich.
Oh, sushi sandwich. Oh, look at that. So it'll be sushi, you know.
Everyone's here. It's a family affair. Okay, so for my eggs, for my budget one, I want to separate my eggs because I'm going to do that egg white, egg yolk omelette situation. I guess I kind of need my egg layer to be quite thick because if it's too thin, then we won't get like a nice layer. So I'm going to need quite a lot of eggs, I think. I've never actually made a kimbap at home, but I feel like because the layers are so important, I almost want, I don't want to say this, but I almost want like the egg to be as, you know, like in the sausage and egg McMuffin, like the egg is really thick, like you got that thick layer. I don't want like a little thin egg crepe. So it needs to be as thick as the Spam actually. So that's how, I mean, I need to make sure I've got enough egg is what I'm saying. Oh no, the yolk's coming out. I think that can go in there, that's all right. Oh my God, this is so messy. This is why I don't bake. Okay, so just give those whites a bit of a whisk. Give the yolks a whisk. Okay, so we want that kind of thick omelette thing going on. I don't want it too brown either, so I don't want to heat it up too much, but I'll get the oil in there. Let's see. The thing is going to be the thickness, because I don't know. Let's just go and try. We'll see. It's almost like I need a big like sort of sheet of egg so I can cut my little triangles out of it really neatly. So it's the kind of situation I need. I wonder if I fold it. Do I want to flip it? Could break. Oh no, I'm going to put it onto a plate. I know what I can do. I'll put it onto a plate. I think this is the safest way to do it. Onto here, okay. And then, oh, yay! Yeah, great. We're looking good, Dax. Okay. That is like literally just like two quadrants of a quadrant. That's all we've done so far. Okay. Same thing with the yolks now. Good. I'm excited now. Okay, worked last time, so just there we go. Okay, so I need to actually figure out how big these squares are going to be, like the actual squares of the quadrants, if you like. So I should get I'll get my seaweed out. So if I'm cutting, so maybe I'll sort of make a stencil with my seaweed. Okay, so this is the size of the quadrant that I'm after. And what I want to do is make those triangles out of these. Okay, oh, actually, no, if I put this here, so now I'm just using that as a stencil and I can cut my egg, and I can cut my egg exactly to the right shape. Okay, so that's that one. We need our triangles. Okay, so like the idea is that these kind of, you know, sit like this, opposite little quadrants. Okay, so I'm good for the eggs for my budget version. I want to get the eggs done for my luxe version. All right, so eggs for our fancy kimbap. I'm kind of trying to do, I'm sort of like mashing up a caviar service with a Wagyu katsu sando, if you know what I mean. So we're taking those elements of the caviar service that you would get in a fancy restaurant, which typically comes with your caviar and then these like little bowls of bits and pieces that you eat with the caviar. You get egg white, egg yolk, you get chives, sometimes like some chopped shallot and a few other things. But anyway, we're gonna go with the egg part. Get my fancy gold spoon, because you know, why not? You know what someone should have put on my expensive tray, Dax?
What's that?
Someone should have put some champagne on there, because like caviar,
champagne,
Wagyu,
yeah.
totally right?
Yeah.
Okay. Meanwhile, I have to peel my own eggs and I don't have any champagne. Okay, so I want to separate out the white from the yolk. Don't want to get any shell in there because that would be really crap. Oh, that was very easy. Okay, I'll keep the yolks here, whites here. All right, so I just want to finely chop all of these things. Okay, so now the egg yolk. Okay, so before we get to construction, a couple more things. I want to slice up my chives and my spring onion. I'm gonna get my oil heating up first of all. Gotta get my meats out of the fridge. Okay, moment of truth. I'm gonna do this pan first. Okay, so I'm gonna check if my oil's hot. Yeah, I can see some nice little bubbles there. So let's go. All right, Spam is going in. Okay, so I really just want like a nice golden colour here. I mean, the Spam is obviously cooked, so we don't have to worry about that for this one. I am worried about the length of time that Wagyu is going to spend in the oil. I mean, I don't know, I've never deep fried Wagyu before, so I mean, I don't know how long. I don't know. Okay, that's looking really good. I think that looks good. Now, definitely want to hit that with some salt. What do you reckon, Dax?
Looks pretty good to me.
You reckon you're gonna like the Wagyu or the Spam one better?
Wagyu.
You fancy that?
Jamie's going for the Spam though.
Jamie's going for the Spam. All right. I don't know if this is a good idea. Oh my God, I'm gonna die if this doesn't work. In we go. Is it too hot? I don't know. This is high pressure deep frying right now. Oh my goodness, is it too long already to just fit in there? I don't know. Do you think? I mean, it's golden. Oh, we don't want it to overcook.
Take it out.
Okay, all right. Yes, boss. I think it still feels soft. Okay, all right. That was stressful. Okay, so things are all here. I have my little road maps that I've done here. Let's get going. Let's do this. I'm gonna do the budget one first. All right, so we need a sheet of nori and I'm gonna make one cut through this first kind of quadrant, or to make our first quadrant, if you like, just through to the center. So we've got this kind of situation happening. All right, rice needs to go here. Neat and tidy is the aim of the game here, I think. Okay, so I'm gonna do another little layer of nori here. I feel like this is gonna be a very fat sandwich. I hope this works. Okay, kimchi. I think that should be okay. I was gonna do another layer of nori, but I think that should be fine. Spam, okay. Goes here. Look at that, that's very satisfying that sits right there like that. I like it. Okay, have I got folding? I think so. So maybe if I just jut that out a little bit. Yeah, because it's gonna fold, isn't it? Okay, egg. Let's go with the egg. I was gonna put some spring onion there, but I don't think it's gonna fit because I kind of didn't leave the folding room. I think that's okay. Maybe we don't need the spring onion through there. I think that's okay. Lettuce. I like it. All right. Okay, so if I remember the kimbap videos that I've watched, we go from here and we go up. Okay, and now we're going, okay, and now we're going, I feel like this is very full. I kind of needed a bigger piece. I think we can just do a bit of patchwork here. Just, you know, because that, oh, that's all right, that'll suction on. I have great faith in TikTok, where I saw this made. I did watch quite a few kimbap videos. I think maybe we just need one more little section of, here we go. Okay, so that is kimbap number 1. All right, let's get on to this guy. Maybe I'll do a thinner layer of rice, just to give us a bit more room. So I'm gonna do that same thing again where I put a little layer of our seaweed, nori. And now we're going with the caviar. Haven't even opened it up yet. Is there a secret?
Can we get an opener?
I don't even know how you... Well, I have a lot of beluga caviar at home. I can't even get it open. What do you think? How do we tackle that? You know, you'd think they'd send a little man to come and do it for you.
I think that's like literally a pop top.
Oh, you reckon? Like, so with a little knife? Oh, you're right. It was like a seal that had to be popped.
Yeah, that's it.
Ta-da! I even got myself a little fancy spoon. Here we go. $200 worth of caviar. Oh, everyone's face, Jax. You look positively scared. Okay, caviar is beautiful. I do, you know, like... I've literally, you know, usually you just get like this tiny little bit. You know when you pay extra for the tiny little bit on your steak or whatever? The restaurant? Oh, wow. Wow. Okay, I'm not wasting any of that. It's really delicious. It's like really, really salty oysters. Another layer on top because I don't want to lose any of that amazing caviar. Our Wagyu goes here. That's kind of should have left some more folding room again. Next time I make a Wagyu gimbap, I'll know what to do. Okay, maybe I need a ruler. Stencil. Make a stencil out of seaweed and a ruler. Egg. Chives. Egg yolk. Oh well, can't turn back now. That's gonna fall out, isn't it? All right, I think it's working. All right, let's see how we go. Okay, I just need some cabbage into this area. So that's like our katsu sando kind of situation. Now, definitely want some tonkatsu, or is that gonna spoil? Would you put, I mean, it's like putting barbecue sauce with some Wagyu and some, maybe we could have it as a dipper in case. No, but I think it needs a little bit of sauce. All right, here we go.
You are an absolute madman.
Okay, so I think we'll put one more here. Is that what we think? Okay, I'm gonna fold the other way, which I'm also not sure about, but okay. Okay, so I feel like we need a little bit more seaweed in here. Just here. Okay. Look at Jamie's face, Dax. Okay, well, it's folded. Okay, I think it's gonna be okay. Because we're gonna cut through here, so you won't see any of this. It just looks a bit messy when it's uncut, I reckon. Now, clean this up, wrap it up, and then we can cut it. Woohoo! Ta-da! Look at our guys. It's very exciting. Is everyone ready? All right, so who's going for what? Jamie, your Spam?
Team Spam.
Haley?
Spam.
Dax?
Wagyu.
Yeah, I Wagyu too.
Wait. Joking.
Jamie, I nearly died. Oh my God. That is a thing of beauty. Look at that. I love it. I'm glad I went to the trouble of doing that egg. I think that looks really nice. It's kind of a lot bigger than I. Okay, all right. So now we are on to this guy. Let me make sure I got this right. Okay. I think that sandwich looks delicious, by the way. Oh God. That's freaking epic. Oh my God. Holy moly. Look at that caviar, look at that beef. That is insane. Wow. I am very impressed with my own skills. Oh my goodness, that's so fun. Oh my God, I think it's so cool. I am so happy. I mean, check out that detail with the egg right there. The white and the chives and the yolk and like that whole stretch of caviar through there just looks so luxe. That Wagyu is perfectly cooked. I mean, mic drop. So I gotta say though, this budget version is really giving me the like hungries. I mean, I think that looks so delicious. I'm ready to get in there. Can we speed things up so I can get in there? I'm gonna go budget first. So let's just have a look here. My goodness. Probably next time I'd make them a little bit more petite. I think I went a bit overboard. I just got too excited about the fillings. But anyway, this is quite a mouthful. Let's get in here and see. That really is delicious. Oh, that's good. Do you know what makes that? Deep fried Spam, Dax. That's made that whole sandwich. Oh my goodness, that is so delicious. That kimchi, the spicy and the crumbed Spam and the egg, it all works really well. I'm actually a bit worried that this one's gonna taste better than the expensive one now. Oh my goodness. Okay. Now we're gonna go in with this guy. All right, so here we go. Wagyu, caviar. Oh my goodness, okay. Fuck, that's really good. Okay, Wagyu wins. I was all about that Spam when I ate it, but that's a really good sandwich. The barbecue sauce is actually really, you guys don't even believe me, do you? This is really good. The barbecue sauce is really good. So there's tonkatsu barbecue sauce, caviar, Wagyu. I'm literally like licking caviar off my fingers. This is never gonna happen again in my lifetime. Someone really should get the champagne. Oh my goodness. Hey friends, I hope you enjoyed that one. If you did, why not hit the like button? And even better, I would love so much if you would subscribe and even hit that little bell button so you get notified every time I release a new delicious video. Thanks guys.